Sorry about that, Daniel. I thought you were ready.
Walkie-talkie.
Good evening. Can everyone hear me all right? All right. Is the microphone not loud enough? Can you hear me in the back? How about now? You can hear me, Matt? All right. Well, good evening. Would the audience please rise for the procession of the staff, faculty, and graduates and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Welcome to the Winter 2015 Commencement Ceremony for the most recent graduates of Ameritech College. First, we'd like to acknowledge Ms. Julie Aiken, CEO of Ameritech College. And to begin, I am BJ Bridges, Executive Director of the Provo campus, and I will be conducting the ceremony this evening and offering commencement greetings. We welcome friends and family in attendance here tonight, commending you for your support of Ameritech College, and more importantly, the support you have given to your graduating student. Graduates, you have officially completed your programs of study. You're ready to move into your new careers. Our ceremony this evening is in fact designed to formally create that very transition from your studies to your professional career. We're celebrating your accomplishments and applauding your efforts. This ceremony also represents an official endorsement of your readiness to enter the workforce as graduates with the skills and dispositions to become competent professionals in your chosen field of study. Our ceremony this evening will commence as follows. First, we will be pleased to hear from our graduate speakers, followed by a musical number by the Ronald Archibald String Quintet. The members are Ronald Archibald, Zella Millard, Bonnie Heaton, Jeanette Ledbetter, and Daniel Baird. For the musical number, they will perform Hornpipe from the Water Music by Handel. We will then hear from our keynote speaker, and finally, we will conclude our ceremony with the conferral of diplomas and degrees. We will now be pleased to hear from our graduate speakers in the order listed on the program.
Hi, my name is Nabila, and I'm just going to share my personal experience with the school. I had a little boy out of high school, young, and that delayed everything I had planned for school. And of course, I didn't want to be stuck working at a fast food place or some call center with my high school diploma. And my decision to come back to school was difficult. For some people, it might be the first step in a lot more education. But I looked into a lot of schools, and I found Ameritech, and I decided to do medical assisting, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever done. My teachers were Ben and Melissa, and they're sitting right over there, and I like them a lot. They answered every one of my annoying questions, and I'm really grateful that I came to this school because a lot of people that I have met during externship and where I have gotten hired have gone to other schools. And one thing that they have really told me was they wish they would have gotten a lot more hands-on experience. And that's nothing that I lacked. Out of all the competencies that Ben and Melissa made us pass off, I thought were never ending. Or I thought, why do we have to do so many? Or poke each other a million times to finally get the technique down. And it was worth it, because now I am a lot more confident. I feel that I am confident in what I do. I love my job. I got a really good job, and it's good pay, a lot better than I could have with just my high school diploma. And so my advice for anyone that's thinking about going back to school, whether you're a stay-at-home mom that hasn't gone to school in 5, 10, 20 years, or someone that didn't finish college, my advice is just go for it. You won't regret it. It's just a small portion of your life that you have to dedicate to school to a lot better, more secure lifestyle. You can provide for your kids better, and you'll feel a lot better about yourself and really accomplished. So thank you.
Hello. So the MAs get to poke each other? We don't get to do that. It's illegal, I guess. Anyhow, so when I first started this program, I thought that I'd be like a lot more proud of myself by the end. But by the end, I was so plowed that I'm like, oh gosh, I'm just glad it's over. And we need to keep in mind that we should be proud of ourselves. We have a lot to be proud of. So I just want to recognize a few of the other students. There are some of you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids. Some of them are single moms. Some of them are dads that are sole providers for their families. And that's amazing. Let's give them a round of applause. Seriously. Who can do that? Let's see. So, I'm just gonna make this quick because I'm pretty hungry, to be honest with you. So, we always need to remember why we went to school in the first place. We get out in the field and we see that a lot of nurses are just not doing things the way we were taught, or they don't care, or they just want to click a clock. Get there, do my thing, and leave. Care about your patients, and love them. Try and act like maybe that's my mom, or my dad, or my child. I remember the first time I went to the doctor with my daughter. The MA just came in and started stabbing her with shots. Didn't tell me, oh, this might be emotionally stressful for you. Okay, I'm crying by the end, harder than she is. And the girl walks out, I'm like, oh, see you later. You know, it's just a little, like 5 seconds of, hey, I'm gonna give her some shots, and if this is your first child, you might cry because it's really upsetting. And then dental lab technicians, are there any here? Where you at? Okay, so are you the only one? That's what, no, okay. I'm just telling you, seriously, you are creating smiles. My smile is everything. I'm gonna tell you something kind of embarrassing. I sucked my thumb till I was 12, okay? They put in a Hyrex and I poked my thumb, but I learned how to push that up and get rid of it. But you guys are creating something that never goes away. So do that with the most compassion too. Just saying. All right. This was a hard time in our life, and we all got through it successfully. We are done. That's awesome. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm going to tell you an Ellen DeGeneres quote, because she's hilarious and I love her. She says that we need to live our lives like one big Mardi Gras. And instead of showing people your boobs, show them your brain, and if they like what they see, you'll have more beads than you'll know what to do with. And you'll probably be drunk. So, let's live our lives to the fullest and just be happy that we're done. Congratulations, everyone.
Okay. You guys are already making it worse than it was to begin with. First off, I'd like to congratulate all the students here tonight on the accomplishments we've made. It's been a long, hard road, but we've made it, and we're done, and we can move on. The biggest thing that I've learned, and again, I'm probably speaking for a lot of us, is that we only get one trip on this adventure. So we might as well enjoy it. You have to find balance between work, school, and fun. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. It's not just a movie quote, it's the truth. With that being said, I hope my passion for learning carries on when I have to search things out myself and I can't just run to school and turn to the teacher and ask her for the answers to my questions. So, an example, just like Florence Nightingale, she was a nurse trained during the war, and she laid the foundation of a professional nursing school with establishing the first nursing school in London. So surgical techs also started their education by being trained while at the war. Now we're all educated professionals working with a team of other professionals to save lives. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we do because most people don't know what surgical techs do. People usually remember leaving the room, headed to surgery, and then they don't know anything else because of the drugs that they give them. So we help sterilize the weird tools, weird trays full of instruments and various weird supplies with which are used to fix you. We gather all the strange things from our memory and experience in the OR so your surgery can be done. We prepare the OR equipment, open sterile items, and use sterile technique. We scrub in with chemical scrub brushes and are careful not to contaminate ourselves or anything else in the process. I'm grateful that I've had the education I do to be able to perform these tasks in the right way, because it's really important to stay sterile, and if you didn't have education, who knows what you'd be getting back there behind those doors that nobody else can see. As I stand here today, I'm thankful for the people who have supported me in making this journey. It's not been easy, but it's been worth it. As a well-educated Steve Jobs would say, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice, and most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Thanks.
Thank you to our graduate speakers and the quintet for the beautiful music they provided. At this time, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker. Upon graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from Capital University, Melissa began her professional nursing career over 24 years ago at Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio, with a practice focus in emergency nursing. After several years in the pediatric setting, Melissa moved to adult emergency nursing before returning to Capital University to pursue a Master's of Science in Nursing with a legal focus. During this period of time, Melissa worked with a group of physicians to develop and implement a model for chest pain centers. Melissa became solely responsible for training a field team at Merck on a registry called TRACS, a data collection tool to evaluate care of the chest pain patient. The registry provided data utilized to improve the national care of the cardiac patient, as well as a data collection system to support a new cardiac drug. Melissa then returned to the healthcare setting and accepted a management job as the manager of the intensive care units at Trinity Healthcare. As new opportunities arose in this healthcare system, Melissa was offered a position with Trinity School of Nursing. Melissa's professional career has remained in higher education roles for the past 10 years. While faculty at Ohio State University, Melissa played a pivotal role participating in a Health Resources and Services Administration funded grant through Duke University School of Nursing to incorporate technology into the classroom. In 2005, she was presented with the Dean's Strategic Award for her performance in her faculty role. Upon completion of a Doctorate of Nursing practice from Chatham University in 2010 with a focus on improving stable patient flow through a pediatric emergency department, Melissa became Director of Business Development for Kaplan University. As new opportunities were presented, Melissa moved into a role developing and launching an RN to BSN degree completion program for Franklin University. Melissa was recognized as the Online Nursing Educator of the Year in Ohio and also appointed by Governor Kasich to serve on the State Trauma PI Committee. Currently, Melissa is the Director of Ameritech College's RN to BSN degree completion program. Melissa currently resides in Ohio with her husband Mark and her two children, Emily and Ryan. Please give a warm welcome for Dr. Melissa Popovich.
Good evening to everyone. The purpose of tonight is graduation, and it's really about each and every one of you that are sitting here in front of me. Congratulations, graduates. I also want to say a special thanks to all of your family, your friends, the faculty seated behind me in helping you to pursue your goals and complete your programs. I'm not going to stand up here tonight and talk about a ton of topics. The topic of the evening is graduation. For me, I've been involved in a lot of graduations, from a student role, from a faculty role, from an administrative role, as well as speaker. I was very excited to have the opportunity to speak to this graduating class, not only because I have my RN to BSN degree completion students out there, but because of all of the students. This is a great achievement in your life. So I went back and I thought, I've heard a lot of graduation speakers, and to me, the most important, empowering speakers were those that shared a little bit of their personal attributes and gave something to the graduates so that they could move into their professional roles. I went back online and I Googled, let's define what graduation is. So in order to graduate, you must meet your program outcomes, you must pass your courses, and you must perform at acceptable levels. Did you know that graduation originated in medieval Latin times from 1375 to 1425 AD? The definition of graduation is to receive a degree, diploma, or certificate, or complete a course of study. All of these are very significant pieces when you consider what you accomplished in order to be seated in these seats today here at this graduation. To some, graduation is a rite of passage. It's from being a student and moving into your career trajectory of choice. For those graduates that are seated in the audience, the career field is within healthcare. That is the specialty of Ameritech College. It's very important as you become a graduate of Ameritech College that you go out and you reflect not only the fact that you've graduated from this program, but you hold very high and very dear to your academic life, and you move that into your professional career. And so during the completion of your program, as we heard with our key speaker from the associate degree program, there were a lot of bumps, there were a lot of obstacles, and you pulled together in order to complete your degrees. So in order to achieve your degrees, there were challenges that you needed to conquer. Now you're moving into your professional careers with the accomplishment of graduation, and there'll be new challenges. So I want to share with you 3 of my most dear attributes that have given me much success, not only professionally, but personally. The first one, I would hope that everyone can embrace change. There is a businessman who is a motivational speaker, and he's also president of the High Point University. His name's Nito Cuban, and his quote is, "Change brings opportunity. You should never fear change. You should always embrace change. Move forward with change. Even if you fall down, your colleagues, your friends, your family, they will pick you up, they will brush you off, and you can move on to whatever that change is. You must embrace change. Healthcare is a field that changes daily. Please be sure, don't go in with a fear of change, but go in with the acceptance of change and what opportunity that can provide for you." So that's my first attribute. The second attribute is to face challenges head on. The quote here is from Martin Luther King Jr., and I thought this was pretty timely considering we celebrated that holiday on Monday. His quote is very moving from the fact that you should face challenges head on. "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." So what this says, and what I want to share, how this has affected me personally, is it defines who you are in real time, and it also provides some definition of who you will be in the future. You can take that, you can grow in your professions respectively. Again, accepting challenges head on. Consider challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to move you into additional areas where you can be successful. Face adversity and challenges with your family, with your friends, with your faculty members. You want to make sure that you have a great support system. I look in this audience and I know that each and every one of you have an amazing support system. My third attribute that I want all of you to take with you is persevere. I like Albert Einstein quote on this particular attribute. His statement is, "It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer." In Albert Einstein's world, it took him 1,400 tries to find the right filament to create the light bulb. Did you know that? That's amazing how much perseverance this man had to create the light bulb. So for me, when I look at perseverance, I think of life as a journey, and it's an endless journey with a lot of turns and a lot of bumps. The nursing graduates are going to have a little speed bump when they go to pass NCLEX, and again, it's a little speed bump in the journey of life. And I'm sure as each of the graduates move into their respective programs, if you take with you these three attributes, and you always think that life is a journey, and you have to embrace change, because you'll never know what's waiting for you out there unless you embrace it. Thank you so much for your time. And again, congratulations, graduates.
At this time, we will begin the presentation of diplomas. Graduates, as you approach the stage, please enter to my left, receive your diploma case, and exit the stage to my right. Also, please pause for a brief photograph, then follow the instructions of the ushers as you return to your designated seating area. We will now turn this portion of our ceremony over to Linda Peterson, our Vice President of Student Services.
We would like at this time to recognize students who have shown academic excellence by achieving a cumulative grade point average of 3.75 or greater, as signified by a gold cord, and students who have perfect attendance, as signified by the red, white, and blue cord, throughout their education at Ameritech College. These notations are also included in the commencement program. We would also like to recognize members of the Student Council. Please at this time stand for just a moment if you served on the Student Council while attending Ameritech College. Thank you for serving the student body, the school, and the community. Lastly, but most importantly, we would like to recognize any members of the military from our grads, staff, faculty, and audience tonight. Please stand in order for us to acknowledge your service with our applause. We appreciate what you have given on our behalf. We will now have the dental assisting graduates approach the stage. Damaris Lopez. Itza Matziel. Jessica Flores. Leah Rangel. We will now have the medical assisting graduates please approach the stage. Jordan Perea. Eden Hale. Brianna Norman. Cecilia Morphine. Jessica Roman. Now we have the Provo campus medical assisting graduates. Cynthia Yvonne Leal. Mindy Fisher. Chelsea Burns. Nicole Barney. Cache Manzanella. Nabila Guavona. Daisy Fuentes. Danielle Farron. Judith Cowens. The surgical technologist graduates will now approach the stage. Shantae Jones. Ethan McCrae. Chris Price. Nellie Gillis. Michelle Padilla. Taylor Palfreeman. And now for the dental lab technician graduate, Patrick Laughlin. The associate degree in nursing graduates, Sarah Moore. Cindy Wood. Ward. Shanna Pelfrey. Shelley Tanner. Adam Funky. Becca Priestley. Rachel Gilchrist. Morgan Cheney. Hillary Hecker. Kimberly Capalbo. Terry Evans. Ashley Jones. Monique Hone. Jonathan Marshall. Cassandra Miller. Sandra Carter. Teresa Eccles. Joseph Caston. Marissa Caston. Riley Shoup. Haley Olszewski. Sedania Delic. Cassandra Hyatt. Yes. My BFF. Okay. Ashley Garrett. Christy Gigi. Emily Hollinger. Heather Stevens. Garrett Schur. Chad Perot. Katie Phillips. Elizabeth Holmes.
Shall we do this without the cup?
Melissa Houston.
So I think we ought to take the cup.
Katrina Thomas. Thais Blackhurst. Stephanie Christensen. And from our RN to BSN completion program, we have Thomas Haseth. Tracy Yvonne Schroeder. From our medical billing and coding program online, we have Heather Marie Ann Maroff. And Tammy Brubaker. These students traveled from not so neighboring states to be here tonight, so we appreciate that. The remainder of our online graduates are still all across the country, and at this time their names will be read in order for them to celebrate this commencement ceremony with us through live streaming.
For our Bachelor's of Science in Nursing degree completion program, Holly Conk, Megan M. Cook, Katie Guerrero, Thomas R. Hasseth, Ben Locke,
Jennifer Nicole Mealy.
Robin E. Olson.
Tracy Yvonne Schroeder. For Associate of Applied Science in Medical Billing and Coding,
Jeanette Archiebeck.
Denise Bell.
Megan Lynn Berry.
Lindsay Valine Box.
Dolores Jan Brown.
Tammy Brubaker.
Catherine Lynn Bruno.
Nicole Burdick.
Christy Nicole Burford.
Sarah E. Call.
Barbara Ann Cretan.
Jessica L. Dearborn.
Roberta Ann DeVecchi.
Jessica A. Epps.
Kristen Lee Fadness.
Carrie Farmer.
Jennifer A. Fields.
Stephanie Fuller.
Danielle Nicole Gephardt.
Stephanie Nicole Gillentine.
Jolene A. Gonzalez.
Amy Grzaffi.
Donna Harrell.
Tanya Johnson.
Joyce Johnson.
Sharon Y. Johnson.
Ashley R. Jones.
Heather M. Ling Maroff.
Lori Ann Marsden.
Candace Michelle Morrison Price.
Naomi Perez.
Susan A. Pinkney.
Georgia Potter.
Tiffany A. Reed.
Lee Repke.
Barbara R. Riddle.
Lourdes Rivera.
Sally L. Self.
Ashley Rose Schaefer.
Lenore Marie Schaefer.
Stephanie M. Simmons.
Anna Beal Smith.
Rachel M. Smith.
Jacqueline Still.
Michelle Watson.
Karen C. Wiggins.
Terry Williams.
Joyce Williams.
Arvia Williams.
Danielle Woodward.
Michael Wayne Zirkle.
Annalisa Zuniga.
Thank you, graduates, and once again, congratulations. To conclude this evening, we will turn the remainder of the ceremony over to Mr. Mark Aiken, Dean of Academic Affairs of the Draper and Provo campuses, who will confer the diplomas and present the graduates. Mr. Aiken.
At this time, will all the candidates for graduation please rise? On behalf of Ameritech College, I certify that each of these candidates has met the academic requirements, standards, and completed the necessary graduation requirements. At this time, graduates, please move your tassels from the right to the left, signifying that you have the completion of your studies and the transition from your academic experience to your professional careers. I now confer upon you the status of Ameritech College graduate with the rights, honors, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Graduates, at this time, please turn and face the audience. Take a moment to make eye contact with your friends and family. Graduates, Along with your hard work, there have been others who have made sacrifices on your behalf. These are spouses, children, parents, friends, and others. Remember that your time in college has not been easy for them either. Graduates, I would now ask that you give them a round of applause for those who have sacrificed and stood by your side. Ladies and gentlemen, to conclude the ceremony, it is with pride and full confidence that I present the most recent graduating class of Ameritech College. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for attending.